If you ever wondered how the United Nations would take over the world, you're witnessing it right now. The United Nations is in charge of U.S. health policy. The United Nations is in charge of all the big tech companies publicly censoring medical doctors, scientists, nurses, virologists, and others that are exposing the fact that COVID-19 is a giant overblown hoax. Now, what's incredible is I'm about to show you mainstream news and government documents, federal and state, that admit this. There are thousands of these reports. I'm going to show you just a few. And then I'm going to break down why this dystopic nightmare that is COVID-19 is never going to end until we wake up and say no to the hoax and no to the fraud. So I'm going to lay it out right now. First off, President Trump came out today and it got almost no attention. And he pointed out that as testing massively expands, notice the death of people with COVID-19 is slowing to almost no one. And why is that? Well, I'm going to show you right now. This is a screenshot from cdc.gov, and I'll show you the actual page. This has been up for a month. It says right here that most of the tests don't test for antibodies for COVID-19. They test for the genetic wreckage of the entire class of coronaviruses that are the most common viruses. It's a wonder that everyone isn't testing positive, but that's why they're having 70, 80, 90% false positives. And it says right here, what do your results mean? cdc.gov. A positive test results show you might have antibodies from the infection with the virus that causes COVID-19. That's one type of test. However, there is a chance a positive result means you have antibodies from an infection with a virus from the same family of viruses called the coronaviruses, such as the one that causes the common cold. If you've had a common cold in the last decade, I've read the studies, look them up for yourself, then you will test positive for COVID-19. That's why they'll test whole meat packing plants, thousands of people, and it'll turn out 300 plus have COVID-19, they claim, but none of them are sick. They're all asymptomatic because it's a fraud. Is there a real virus that's a pneumonia that's killed people that's been man-made in a lab? Yes. Was Fauci over that project? Even Newsweek reported it. Yes. Is Bill Gates involved? Yes. There's a larger story to this I'll get to in a moment, but the response of the second wave of COVID is simply massive expansion of testing because law firms are telling most businesses, be safe, test all your employees to show that you were really proactive. And then all these people that aren't even sick are sent home. Then everyone around them gets tested, so on and so forth, just like dominoes falling. That's why the United States leads the world, and it's all official. And it's even in mainstream media, though you've got to know where to look, and in government. Continuing, Texas hospital CEO, COVID inpatient count misrepresented, level of alarm unwarranted. And the hospitals here are empty, except for a few special little wards that they overfill for PR stunts. Former Congressman Ron Paul, who is a medical doctor, has come out in a big report at the Ron Paul Institute and laid out these same exact facts, how it's all a giant fraud. We always knew that the UN was going to use medical tyranny and a global pandemic to bring in world government. We predicted that in my film Endgame, and it's here now. And so compliance with this fraud will be the globalist revolution that ends our way of life, enslaves us, and puts us into a medical tyranny. They want the power to put things in our body. They want the power to track and trace where we go and what we do. They want the power to bring in a real police state and have a global response and a global government to, quote, handle global pandemics. Bill Gates is on record saying that as well. It's now out in the open. This is the globalists attempting to bankrupt our economy, put us in a high-tech straitjacket, forcibly inoculate us, and create more and more racial division and have us literally take down the American flag and accept their globalist system of total authoritarianism. The dystopia is here. The twilight of America and the West in freedom is now approaching. If we do not stand up against this and move forward with a new renaissance, of exposing their evil, but also promoting basic freedom, we don't have any hope. We're going to have to take action every way we can, or this nightmare is not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. They told you just comply for 15 days because the hospital beds are going to be overwhelmed. I told you 6 months ago, it's going to be years and years. It's never going to stop. And now Bill Gates says it's never going to stop. New World Order is not coming. World government and all the tyranny that comes with it is here. Compliance is death. Compliance is enslavement. Compliance is victory for evil. We must face the facts. We must face the reality. And we must expose the fraud and the lie that is in our face. It's incredible that if you try to share on Facebook or Twitter mainline news stories admitting COVID-19 is an overblown hoax, and people are getting blocked and banned. I'm Alex Jones. It's up to you to research this video and to find out it's true and to share it with everyone you know, or choose to go on your knees and be a slave. But I'm telling you, the globalists are coming, and they don't want to just enslave you. They want to kill you.